Hello and welcome to fireandassessment.com. My name is Sundeep Rooprai and this is Saeid Haghri, and we are the creators of the Fire Ant Assessment. We are both dentists who are looking to share our knowledge with other dental professionals who would like to purchase their dental practice. In this video, we will describe to you why we created this assessment and what the assessment is. We will then show you how easy it is to use this assessment in a user guide video.
Essentially, what Fire Ant Assessment is a booklet that is designed for whoever is looking to buy a dental practice. It is a focused and comprehensive way of collecting information when you go to visit a practice to decide whether you would like to buy the practice or not. I'll give you a little bit of background information of how we came about to create this booklet. When me and Sunny started looking for a dental practice to buy about 8 months ago, initially we had no idea of what information needed to be collected from the practice. And later on, even if we collected information, because it wasn't written down, sometimes we used to forget it and not have it accurately, which would be useful later on. So we thought, why not have a selection criteria, which would be a set of questions to record the information accurately. Our selection criteria later on became quite comprehensive with the information we gathered from a number of courses we attended and a number of people that we spoke to that were expert in buying dental practices. When we presented this selection criteria to bank managers, in some cases to accountants and solicitors, they were quite impressed with the level of information that was gathered from a business that we are essentially planning to buy. Later on, me and Sunny thought, now that we have a great tool that is very beneficial to us, why not share this with other dental professionals so they can also benefit from this?
As you may already know, the dental practice buying market is very competitive, with practice prices being sold at a premium. Buying a dental practice is a very time-consuming process, and let's face it, this is probably the biggest investment we will make, so it needs to be well informed and researched. So please follow on and watch our user guide video, where we will show you that using this assessment is like looking at a practice with your loupes on, and I promise you, it's a lot easier than molar endodontics. Hi, I will now take you through the assessment and show you how easy and effective it is to use. Please also look at our blog on the website fireandassessment.com for further more detailed information. To begin, this is the front page where you will need to insert the relevant information such as the date of inspection, the practice name, the inspector or inspectors if there's more than one person attending. There is also a box entitled Provisional Offer which you can complete once you have completed the assessment. The assessment is unique and the first of its kind to be published in the world. It was created by two dentists for other like-minded dental professionals aspiring to purchase their dental practice. The assessment is made available for free to both prospective buyers and sellers of dental practices. We hope you find it as useful as we have, and we would like to acknowledge the following for their time and expertise: James Gulnick, Seema Sharma, Nigel Jones, Tif Qureshi, Harry Singh, Jan Einfeld, Avik Dandapart, Nish Suchak, Ian Duffy, and Bob Connor. The next page is a contents page, which shows you the various key aspects that we look to assess the prospective practice during your viewing. The disclaimer details how this assessment is not designed to advise you on whether the practice will be a suitable acquisition or not. It is there to help you collect information to enable you to make an informed decision. This should always be supplemented with professional guidance from your accountant, solicitor, and bank manager. The user guide is an overview on how to use it. It will explain to you what to do prior, during, and after the viewing. This is simple and easy to use. Before your visit, I would suggest two things. Firstly, forward this assessment to your estate agent to give to the vendor. This is so the vendor will be familiar with what questions you are likely to ask. Number two, you should request certain documentation from the estate agent to enable you to start filling out the assessment. Some documentation such as a CQC report is available to access online. If the practice is not in an area you are familiar with, I would suggest to have a look on Google Maps to see what is nearby, such as shops and residential areas. Read the practice prospectus and start to complete the Fire Ant assessment. When you arrive at the viewing, you should already have completed part of the Fire Ant assessment, This is important to ensure you do not waste time asking questions that you could have already answered from the documentation. Ask to be shown around the practice, then finish the assessment. From our experience, it takes no longer than 20 minutes. Note down any questions that were left unanswered, and they could be forwarded to the vendor at a later date. Once you have completed the assessment, you can send it to your bank manager, accountant, and solicitor in a clear and concise format. Fill in all the sections, like I mentioned before. There is space provided next to each question to add any extra notes or answers you may have. To learn more about the questions asked in this assessment, please visit our blog on fireantassessment.com, where we will explain certain terms you may not be familiar with. We have divided the questions into 8 sections, F1 to F8. F1 is location, F2 is financial, F3 is property, F4 is building, fixtures and fittings assessment, F5 is growth opportunities, F6 is patient analysis, F7 is staff analysis, and F8 is a miscellaneous section. We have also included a section where you can write down any further questions that may be triggered after reviewing the prospectus, the financial accounts, or during the viewing, or even through advice from other complementary professionals. Thank you for watching the Fire Ant Assessment User Guide. Should you have any further questions or feedback, please contact us on info@fireantassessment.com. Your feedback will help us improve future editions.
Thank you, Sunny, for your clear instructions. And you can download the assessment by filling your details below this video, and we will email you the assessment in a PDF form. And remember also to get on our blog section of our website, where you can find more information with regards to buying dental practices. The assessment is free of charge. If there is any funding generated from this assessment, for example through sponsorship, we have pledged to give all the funding to a charity called Make a Dentist, of which you can find information on our website. We'd like to thank everybody that was involved with giving us such great information and also giving us feedback to bring the assessment toolkit to the level that it is at the moment. Before you leave, I'd like to leave you with a quote. Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Show him how to catch fish and you feed him for a lifetime.
Happy fishing, everyone.